Hello and welcome boys and girls. In this video I will talk about what, how and when to chop. Most likely you already familiar with what to do with your builders and all this nice forestation, but well, just in case if you're not sure, you can check this video. Yeah, so first of all we have a discounted commercial hub. So we can place it here and chop it pretty fast, like one turn to go. A city district in one chop. Amazing. Second, what we can do is we can chop units like horses. Not quite amazing, right? But with the Magnus chops, well, we'll have a horse in a single turn. Oh, it's already done. So that's quite significant difference, like this one horse or this one where we have to wait for a couple of turns. Or you can chop projects, right? It's another good thing to do and it's an important thing to do. But even with the Magnus, it can be finished in a single chop. So let's talk about numbers behind all these interesting chops. After this small demonstration, now let's talk about the math behind all these different numbers we just saw. First of all, let's discuss formula for chops and district costs. So as you can see, they're quite similar. It depends on the percentage or the number of tag you or civics you opened. It will multiply by 20 for chops and by 60 for district costs. So districts, when you place it, the same turn, it will cost you 3 chops. One district equals 3 chops. For a long time ago, people were using lock technology, lock mechanic. When you replace district, the district price is locked. It won't getting more expensive. So you're rushing, for example, campuses or commercial hubs. So you're rushing commercial hub, you've replaced 1, 2, 3 commercial hubs. The price is locked. It's like 81. But you can replace it and leave it for a while. Replace district, leave it for a while, do other jobs, do other things, and then go back and chop it. Why was that effective? So the moment you place it, you could chop 27 production with a single charge. But if you wait for a couple of turns, like not to 27 but 41 production for chop, and everyone played this way, but then miracle happened. uh, People figured out how district discount mechanic worked. You can check video I made about district discount mechanic with examples and how to use it. It's good quality content. You should check it. So projecting have similar formula, but it's completely different. Like the idea is the same. It depends on how many tags or civics you discovered. So the more tags you discovered, the more current person points you'll get, and the more production you have to spend on that project. The same thing with culture. I want you to notice that it is always 2 chops to get projects in a single turn. If you're lucky enough or you have some preserved preserved production, yeah, you might chop it with a single chop. Or if you're on the first place, on the first slot when you're playing multiplayer, you can chop it and you'll get the great person with that project. Yes, it's possible. But if you want to have it now, it is always 2 chops. Okay, now let's talk about district discount. Why it's so good. First of all, we have to make a step back and talk about production bonuses that are in the game. So there are various production bonuses, but the most obvious one is production bonus to units. So we have a policy cut plus 50%, and maybe, for example, Temple of Zeus, 50% production to pike units, right? So how does this work? First of all, bonuses stacks additively. So if you have 50% production bonus and a 50% production bonus, it will be a 100 production bonus. In some games, they are stacking multiplicatively, like 50% production and another 50% production gives you not 100 but 125. Utilization, if it is a different case, it always stacks additively, except for Magnus. We'll talk about it slightly later. So why production bonus so bad? It used to be awesome. Now let's see, the horse on a normal speed costs 80, right? So you have 78 production from chop, right? Affected by policy card plus 50%. It's what? It's 100 and what? And 17, right? It's 117. But you won't get 117 production. You get 78 plus 2. So if you chop with 78 production on a horse that costs 80, you actually get nothing. It's like a waste of chops. That is why, and I showed you, it is important to chop precisely and to build precisely. Because you'll get units earlier, you can utilize them. We're building units not for them just stay there. You can attack and get a city state, you can raid your opponent and raid and pillage something. Yeah. So if you chop like this, it's not efficient. It's so painful to watch when in the multiplayer. Sometimes people are chopping boats with a bit like a 35 production, 70 production, 60 production, and it's not going to end well. But if you have like 100 production from chop and you build something with 80 production, you'll still have 20 production over, and you can use it. It is about bonus production, right? So you can't abuse it as you could do it like a couple of years ago. Now it's not working. But what works now? Let's go back to a district discount mechanics and the chop things. So I took like chop 20 and district cost 60, like it's here in the formula, like over here, right? We can divide both this number by 20 and it will be 1 and a 3. So district cost equal 3 chops the same turn you placed it. That's okay. Production bonuses stacks additively. We discussed it. Magnus chop bonus is the only bonus in the game that stacks multiplicatively because it affects the production you get from chops. So let's check a different situation what we're gonna have, like normal situation. You place district, you replace city, you place district, you can chop 3 chops. Yeah, that's quite disappointing. 3 chops, that's a lot of production. You don't really want to have this. You can use Magnus, like 1.5 times 1, 3 divided by 1.5, it's like 2. Okay, so it's 2 chops with a Magnus. But what does district discount do? It's reduce district price by 40%. So now it costs not 3 but 1.8 chops. Like here. And you need anywhere on the map, anywhere in your city, if a district discounted, it's less than 2 chops. And this 0.2 chop will be preserved for a future usage. Right? If you do it in the Magnus district with 1.5 production bonus, it will be 1.2 chops. So with 2 chops, you can finish districts and the first building in it, like market, for example. And it's usually market. It gives you better tempo. Right, that's awesome. There's another thing, like discounted districts. Not discounted, but unique districts. There's another thing, like unique districts, like England, Royal Navy Dockyard, or Dido Cathons, or I don't know, Korea, right? These districts cost half the price. So if you chop it with Magnus, it's a one-chop district. You can build them rapidly. If you have discounted district anywhere on the map, it is more efficient to chop it than to chop district with Magnus. That's an amazing. That is why everyone is playing this. That's the game changer. Like before, the previous test strategy, you replace district, you wait, and then you chop it. But now you replace discounted district and you chop it immediately. So you get your sweet juicy bonuses from that district right away. And that is why I have better tempo. There's another thing like, yeah, Magnus and Unique District is one shop. Unique Discounted District, I don't know, maybe it's Hansa. I actually can't remember the Unique District with the where you can have a discount on it. In most cases, you rush your Unique District, you spam that district, then you launch district discount with enough number constructed districts. You'll build these cheap districts all over the place, like double discounted campuses, maybe even three discounted campuses. Yeah, I think it's possible. Two discounted campuses, for example, two discounted I don't know, industrial zones, two discounted encampments, two discounted theatrical square. It depends on what unique districts you have, but in most cases, everyone's bound commercial hub. There's also another option when you have Magnus with a unique discounted district, so it's 0.6 chop. I don't think you will ever do this. The only exception, I guess, is Germany with unique Hansa, which you'll chop in a Magnus city. Well, that's quite amazing and efficient. The main key here, I repeat, that production with these chops will be preserved for a future usage. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the builder cost, because each chop costs you some production. So builder cost formula is simple: 4 times number of builders done, builders built, plus 50. So first builder, because you haven't finished any builder, is 50 production, or 25 on online speed. For that builder, each charge costs you 17 production. So chopping very early in the game is not a good idea at all. Because if you chop for a fast campus, for example, is 24 production, even on online speed. Yeah. No, sorry, my bad. 74 production. It's 74 production on online speed, and you'll get 24 production with a chop, spending 17 production. It's not going to end well. No. It's only 7 production. You just won a 7 production. It's 1 turn maybe. It's half of your turn. So it is not very efficient. Sometimes people are rushing Theo and trying not to build a lot of builders before Theo. But I think the reasonable amount of builders, if you have something to improve, like luxury resources, strategic resources, some bonus resources with the Pantheon. So it's a 1 builder per city before Theo. That's okay number. Keep that in mind when you're chopping, that maybe it is better for you not to chop at all, because it's not efficient. You can't just chop blindly. You have to at least think. So now, when we are have this knowledge, let's chop and do a better chops than we did before. So now, when we are aware of all the discount mechanics, let's try to play it slightly better about this campus with a +3. So it should be a single chop, right? No, still not. 39 out of 43. Okay. And we can have discounted commercial hub over here. Still can chop it, right? And here we can even save some production. So we'll shift enter here. We'll save the entire turn. It's like 14 production stored. So we finished this thing. And what is next? Should we chop? Well, it's market. Yeah, my trade route was built by barbarians. I'm not used to. I wasn't paying attention to that. Right, and here we should have another discounted district, like 107. Somehow it's 107. Okay, sometimes I have to wait for a turn. But it's 4. I believe it's a lie. So let's try to replace it and see. Yeah, you see it was a lie. It's 63. Sometimes game is lagging. And we can chop it once again. Boom. because we preserved fortune production. You can see it's fortune production and 40% here, so it's 53, and now it's next turn. So like in a few turns, we just build extra 3 district. That's an amazing. And it's an online speed. It's online speed. With just knowing how to chop correctly. What else? What other things you can chop is, of course, trade roads. Okay, let's get through the librarian, why not? So we'll shift enter here. Oh yeah, we should go for, I don't know, Ancestral Hall is quite popular. We have to move Magnus over there after we finish these chops. Maybe this one. So, we can build horses. We can build horses, but it's better to chop market. All the chops, excessive chops, if you're not using any bonus production policy cards, Magnus is not bonus production, Magnus is multiplier. So, every chop, like like if you're not using like this one or this one, is stored. So you have 58 production. Okay, now we have some production stored, and we can finish trader faster. We also should aim for trader over here, then market, and we should chop it somehow, maybe with this. Yeah, we don't have enough gold. And here we have 2 districts. Maybe we can aim for third one, so we can chop these cows, but not now, but after the Magnus. So we can resign Magnus somewhere else in the city with a corner plaza, right? So we can chop Ancestral Hall, we can chop more settlers with this, and we'll have an amazing tempo. I'm not having good tempo here because I was just shift entering, so demonstrate you how cool it is to chop. Or you can chop units if you need it. We don't really need that units. You're fine. And with an extra trade roads, we'll have a better growth for cities or for upcoming cities. Like we can boost them with Magnus internals. That's the meta thing right now. So I guess that's it about chopping. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope information was useful for you. Even if you haven't learned nothing new, please like, sub and share this video. New 4v4 season is coming, so I try to cast some games, I hope. Well, as always, sending you some positive vibes, much love, and see you in the next video.